goals are always growing, they're always changing. There's constantly new materials coming in that we're trying to figure out what to do with. At 751 West Union and our Zero Waste campus, we have a number of partners within Rural Action, but also outside of Rural Action, and we all are striving to help recycle and upcycle hard to recycle materials. So within Rural Action, that looks like the Zero Waste program. We are housed here. We also have Upcycle Ohio, a thrift store, and the Makerspace, which are both social enterprises of Rural Action.
The Makerspace has the power to influence and empower people more than we know, and we really need to lean into that and recognize that sometimes a step in the right direction and trying something new comes from a really small thing like making a new bag. Seeing the power of a circular economy and how community members learning together, building skills together, and figuring out problems of like, what do we do with this and what comes next? Doing all those things together and really building that community and our community impact together, I think is super exciting.
The landfills are filling up. Traditionally, Southeast Ohio has been a dumping ground for out-of-state entities. We are really trying to recover that waste from the landfill, prevent it from going to the landfill in the first place, because most waste is not true waste. Most of it is resources. Those resources can be reused and recycled, and that is actually also building a circular economy. So we're trying to grow jobs, local markets for these materials and these resources, and bring that and keep that income into our area instead of just throwing it away.
It's been really inspiring to be a part of the workforce development program as well. It's been really incredible to work with those folks and to hear their stories, and having the Makerspace be that space and just that catalyst for something really great.
With the money from the internship, I was able to buy my first car, which was a really big milestone for me.
So I was contacted by Joe through Rural Action saying he had a couple interns in the area who were looking for a place and he thought it'd be a great fit, and he was 100% correct. The intern program has been awesome. Couldn't have asked for a better experience with the kids that I've been given.
I think during the internship, one of the biggest things that I learned was being responsible for our guests. Having people's safety being my responsibility, that's pretty big.
The tasks that I had the interns focus on ranged anywhere from just basic maintenance of the equipment, filling up, CO2 canisters, reffing games, knowing the rules, all the way up to building one of the courses. We have an apocalypse-style field. It's just dystopian nightmare, super creepy, and it was just kind of a show. It was bare bones. So I just had the interns do whatever they wanted. So they had to make it creepy. They did an awesome job with it.
Even before parties get here, there's so much preparing that we have to do to make sure everything runs smoothly.
What I learned from the interns was that I don't have to do everything on my own. I built this place by myself. I hate asking for help, but they were here to help and eager, and I could just let them, and they didn't disappoint me. We're a small local business, and I feel like it's a really good fit for local people to come and hang out with other local people. I mean, as a small business owner, we don't have a lot of money. We just don't. So having somebody else pay for me to have employees for 80 hours a summer, it's a godsend.
Having to be so responsible for all of these different things has pushed me to be more responsible in my personal and educational life.
We were chosen to be the cooperator with the U.S. Department of Agriculture for the Appalachia Regional Food Business Center. This is a $42.5 million award over the course of the next 5 years to work with farmers and food businesses, provide technical assistance and grants. We're going to be able to give grants of up to $100,000 to farmers and food businesses across the region. And that capacity was built by all of us working together across the region and learning from each other.
Rural action and fostering community resilience plays a critical role in making sure that we have not only climate smart communities, but that we're able to progress communities to the next level. And the goal here of revisiting the food chain and food supply is to see if we can actually keep more food local, and that way generate a more base economy and broaden the base of that economy out so other sectors will thrive. So it's not just about the food, it's also about building community and building resiliency in those communities so that they never have to want in the future, no matter what happens with the climate, no matter what happens with the national economy, there's better stability and long-term livability in this area. The center isn't a physical place, it's more of a concept and a location, but it doesn't stop us even these early formative years of the center from coming up with some successes.
Well, hi, my name is Paula Compston. I am co-owner of Wildcat Ridge Farms with my husband, Dave Compston. We purchased this farm in 2016, and we currently raise beef, pork, chicken, turkey, saltwater shrimp. Yes, we raise it here, and we're looking to expand to fish. But we are hampered with labor. We can't find labor to help us in this endeavor. Money is tight. It always has been tight. Basically, those are the two obstacles in our way right now. We need more equipment. Rural Action assisted us with an RFSI grant that would allow us to purchase equipment to expand our aquaculture program. So we paid in kind for the infrastructure, and we've expanded our shrimp barn, we've expanded our greenhouse for an aquaponics setup. So with this grant, we would be able to purchase the fish tanks, the air pumps, everything associated with it. And our goal is to be able to provide more seafood in the area because it's one of the top sellers in the United States.
If there's one thing I can share about the Regional Food Business Center is that the goal is to work cooperatively with all the other initiatives of Rural Action and its partners. It's not isolated. When we sit there and talk to a farmer, we see opportunities beyond just what we can do under this program in food-related items. If they need help with beginning farming, we have a program for that. If they need help with non-timber forest products, as we look around and do a site visit and see opportunities beyond just immediate food production, we can help get them connected with the non-timber forest product program of the forestry section. So it's really about reaching beyond just the boundaries of the Appalachia Regional Food Business Center and thinking how we can truly make a holistic decision with all the resources we can bring to bear to help people here in Appalachia, the farmers, the food producers, the restaurants, and the people who patronize all the above thrive.
We have a personal thank you for Rural Action because they actually assisted us in getting a Kiva loan 3 years ago in order to purchase a backup generator for our system. So Rural Action just has helped us tremendously over the years, and we appreciate it.
The first well was drilled in northeast Ohio in 1859, and there was a significant commercial development of oil and gas well drilling in northwest Ohio. From 1895 to about 1903, Ohio was actually the largest oil and gas well producing state in the nation. There are 36,000 to 60,000 orphan wells in Ohio. There are public health and safety and environmental consequences to the existence of orphan wells.
Since we started our program here, the Rural Action Orphan Oil and Gas Well team has contacted probably close to 300 different landowners. probably close to that many number of individual wells. We have signed dozens of right of entries, and we've done a little bit of outreach into the community. These landowners have these wells on their property and they don't know what to do with them, they don't know what they are, and so a lot of that is just educating the public on the program and the benefits.
One of the benefits that probably are not often thought about are the economic benefits and job creation. And so therefore with training and with workforce development opportunities being made available, some people in the region who may have lost a job as a result of coal jobs being lost can now take part in a long-term restoration of oil and gas wells. We're basically reclaiming and mitigating the public health and safety and environmental impacts of orphan wells. And I think that will have, again, a very good impact on the environment in the region, and I think that it consequently will have a great impact how the people look at their region.